All right, good morning all. Let's get started. Let's hide our little post-it. Okay, let's just do the SPY first, then I will go over some of the stocks that you guys are asking about. Futures right now down a little. I think it's gonna be a little choppy morning, then we'll get direction. But let's map out the pre-market SPY so we know those levels. So we'll just go to the hourly. All right, activate our extended hours and just get those two levels. So our after hours session, it looks like the high, that looks like the high is, I don't think we're going higher than that this morning right now, 306.14. And our pre-market low, well, we still got 45 minutes, but we'll put it in now because as long as nothing comes out, I think we'll just stay around here. Is 302.45. Okay, we got that in. Let's go over a few stocks quickly. Okay, let's just turn off extended hours. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So I think we're going to have a few runners this week into earnings. As you could see, numero uno. Number one, we got Docu, guys. Probably initial morning pullback. It got as high. I saw this morning it was up to like, I think it was 2 cents away from that fib level of 145.82. At this rate, they're probably going to push it towards 150 into earnings, which is 6-4. So what is that, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, I think, afternoon. Let's just take a look. Yep, Thursday afternoon. So this is one. Obviously, this week's options are going to be very high. But if we're going to trade it throughout the day, we'll probably use like the monthlies just because it'll take out that theta and some of the volatility. Because if you look volatility-wise, guys, it's 121 this week's. And we can get 78, 79 for the monthlies. So we'd use those just to trade it, to scalp trade it. If we see it pulling back low and then starting to curl. And you got the same situation with, I know some of you asked me last night about this. Zoom is this week. So let's see Zoom 180, 340. What is that high? Yep, so it broke new all-time high. So I'm going to have to give us another fib level. I mean, technically, on the daily setup, it's got room to 199.16. Let's do a little shorter term fib because we know we're going to have levels in between. Just so we know. So we have this on the radar to trade because it's another one. I think they're going to run this, Chewy, Slack, all those up. So you got, okay. So 180 is obviously double fib. So really it's 187 the way it's looking. 187.73 would be our next target. And then look how that's lining up with roughly that 199 level. You got 198.22 to 199.16. So if they push through here, when's their earnings? There's a tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to have, if they're going to push this one, it's going to be today and tomorrow. Yeah. They could push it to 200. It wouldn't surprise me. And then let's just check out Slack. I think that one has the most room to run into earnings and also Slack and also go after earnings. So we're going to look at a possible calendar on that. Reason we're going to use a calendar, guys, just to show you, is you got 126% implied volatility. So we want to take advantage of that. We don't want to buy that. We want to kind of sell that, and we'll probably buy the June monthlies, short-term play, 83. So we're picking up a little more than 40 points there in volatility. So that's one I'm going to look at for a possible calendar into earnings if it sets up right. Let's see where it is now. 35.76. Okay, so I mean, I really don't have to go. You got 37.88. Pretty easy. They stay above this 35.76 area right around there. You're going to hit the 37.88 to 38, and to be honest, you're probably going to hit 40. Above that, they'll bring it to 42, and as you can see, 43. It's been respecting all three of these have been respecting the fibs. We did Chewy was the last one. One is Slack. Is that tomorrow too? Nope, that's Thursday with, so Slack and Docu the same day. Let's just take a look at Chewy, because these might be some runners that we can catch some intraday points on. And they all have the same setup. All right, so Chewy, we've traded before. We got the 127. So there's no reason, well, 3 points away. There's no reason Chewy, I don't think before earnings won't hit its all-time high. It's 46.98, roughly 47. I think Chewy is next week. So the push, this might just, they might lay off Chewy a little this week and gun those two. But if we see Chewy starting to go, obviously we're not going to pick it up at 41.51 for a swing anymore. If we see Chewy starting to go, let's see what the next level is. Yeah, I mean, it's 47. Obviously, the next mental target's going to be 50, right? Law of round numbers. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry, guys. Would be 50. So we'll be looking at that 50 number. And then, you know, I'm a big fan of the Fibonacci's, and they've been laying out pretty good for all these kind of stocks. 54.14. They could do that before, the way this thing's running, they could do that before earnings, especially since it's an extra week out. So there's Chewy for us. Oh, I set up our watch list for this week. I will export and post that. I'll start a watch list section in Discord just so you guys can just upload it. I mean, it's not that many stocks. It's the stocks that we have on swings plus the one on the full action plan this week. Okay, you guys want Tesla and space. So let's take a look at that. I'm guessing those are both running because of the successful launch. Tesla. All right, so next big, let's see what we got here. Got to zoom into the Tesla. You're basically looking at 900 from here. A little bit at 867, which if it keeps running, they're going to 872, sorry. 872.04, just so you could see. Then you can hit 900. Easily 900, and if they break 900, they'll probably go for the 950. They could try to go all-time highs. I saw buying into the 1000s this week, but to be honest, they buy the 1000s every week, so we'll have to monitor it. Now, space would be a sympathy play, obviously. The successful Tesla launching. And, ooh, it's finally out long enough to have a 100th day. So let's redo this, guys, because now let's see how it respects some of its levels, and it seems to be respecting them good. And what I mean by respect him is, look, the low on Friday was the 50-day SMA. Okay. And it basically stopped at the 50 EMA, which honestly could have been that stopping point on Friday because it moves around because it's an EMA. So let's get that in there. Okay, I know this is one we're going to have to do some fibs. We got the 100th day. So if they do run this, well, they're there. They're at 1828. I know I looked at this a while ago when it was a little higher, like closer to 20, and it had room to 25. So let's see if they're going to push this thing. We do know it could be short squeezed, right? We could use the 42. Let's see what the fibs work out there. I think it was a shorter term time frame, but let's use 42. Recent high, and let's use the recent low, because if you go, the real recent low was before that whole merger acquisition, whatever they did, when they turned space from that other company, or that other company kind of used their company name to make space a public entity. All right, so we got the 38.2, and then you got 25.96 here, right around there was the 50%. So let's just check one thing, guys. I hope you all got the BA swing update. If you didn't, let me know. It should be posted in the trade journal update of where we're at on BA. We're going to do this with all the trades. DraftKings, the new swing we put on Friday. Just so you guys understand, the reason I couldn't do a risk reward is because we did it as a diagonal spread. There's no real cap. So it's kind of, it is infinity. So if the 53s that we wrote expire below 53 before July 50th, obviously your upside is infinity. But we're looking to take off roughly 60%, only 1/3 of the position this time, once we get to 60%, and then we'll let the thing run. I think this has a ton of room. I think I'm more scared that they're gonna get it to 54, 57 before our date than anything else. But that would lock in like, for us, we paid $1.75. That would lock in 300%. So I think we'd all be happy with that. Okay, let's check the short interest on space to see if they're going to run it today. If there is a day, today is the day. Yep, 26%. So we'll watch that as a possible runner. Okay, let me go over the last one that one of the members asked for, VTIQ. I know that's been a popular name. I see every Twitter person posting it. VTIQ. Okay. Volume slowly dying down. Let's get our fibs on this because it's going to be a fib retracement. Then I just want to see how many shares this thing actually trades a day. So you're above the 618. You're forming a flag. Good potential of it going to 3057. Just odds when you base above the 6.18. There's high stats that you go to 3061, which is the 78.6. So that's good. Let's just check. I'm sure the momentum's off the charts on this thing, but we will take a check. And of course, that's not the right grid I wanted. You know what we're checking, guys. We're checking. What's the juice in the tank look like? 30-minute. So 15's fired. 60's actually negative. All the long terms are fired. It's that 30-minute. Is that just starting a downturn? Nope. So it's bullish nested. We could watch this. What's the volume on this thing is more what I'm kind of curious. Oh, I traded 44 million shares up there. Okay, so 44 million shares up there. They should be able to hold this level. We can watch this today. Is there any options? Are they liquid? There they are. Are they even reasonable? It's $28. Oh, these things are juiced with volatility. What's the look at the volatility, guys. So this thing, I'm guessing it doesn't have earnings, but see the volatility is 214. Well, forget about it. I can tell you right now it doesn't. This is just being highly speculated because you could see a 214 by volatility. So we'd have to take something. We'd look for that 30, 50, and possibly 35 push. I'm not saying we're going to trade this one. We'll look at it, but I'm just curious. Yeah, you got some volume at the 35s and the 30s. So we basically be trading the stock replacement. So probably the 30s at this whatever the 205 bid, 245 ask, probably get somewhere in the middle. It's got a nice 51 delta, so we just watch the momentum. As soon as it dies, we'd sell those things. That's not going to be a percentage gainer, more of a dollar-wise gainer. Every dollar it goes, we're going to gain 50 cents. Okay. What else? Love. I don't know if we're going to get a day trade out of this. It might be a swing. I know there's a lot of line. I know there's a tremendous amount of lines, but CNC is looking ridiculous. Got a huge bull flag forming. It's respecting this channel. It's respecting the reversion to the mean. If you noticed, I know it's hard to see with all these lines, but it's basically going below, reverting to the mean. And what's my favorite thing about this chart, why I think it might be a little bit more of a swing, is we got an orange dot bullish nested squeeze. We got a 30-minute low bullish nested squeeze. We got a 2-hour low squeeze. So it hasn't fired. This is my favorite, is this daily. Question is how long it needs to go on that. We saw the power of when an orange dot high squeeze goes. It really goes. So we'll probably put on some kind of spread on that. Go out. I was looking at it. Probably go out to daily. So it's probably going to need probably only July. Wanted to catch it before earnings, which is July 21st. So the July monthlies. Probably do something with the June and July monthlies, and we'll watch it during the day. CMG, let's take a look. Well, that was one we were looking for, that failure point that did not fail. Is it up today? If it's up today, it's not going to close that gap we were looking for. It's not really up today. So remember we were watching that the other day for that lotto gap fill? Didn't hit it. Couldn't get past. It's the same level. It's that 190. It's that 992.35. So let's just watch that level. I'm just going to put a create an alert there. And then we'll do something to the upside too, just to watch it. I want to know 993 because that thing's going to, I actually want to know 994, which is a nice 10 points. Create an alert 994, notify with a ring. And we'd play a way out of the money and just try to catch a falling knife on that to see if it does what it should. To the upside. Oh, got to take it off fibs again. To the upside, we're looking at, well, nah, we'll go higher than 1016. That's not enough room. You're basically looking at, yeah, 1027.07 then. You'll be back at, I'd say 1050. Let's take a look. Ooh, that was that 30-minute we were watching. Just fired long, 60-minute bullish nested. Long. Let's see what the daily looks like. Is that decreasing or? It's decreasing, but it could shoot back up. So we just got to watch it. It's an important day for them. They got to pick a direction today. Well, today or tomorrow, but that 60 minutes going to be the one that makes it move. Because that's the high dot. And then you got a mid right below it. Obviously, it's pointing towards bullish right now. So we'll have to see. If you remember on Friday when we were looking at this, the 15-minute was orange and neutral almost all day, which we could probably see. Let's take a look. I believe it was the 15. Yep, remember guys? We were watching this. It was all day. Red turned orange. Almost left the gates and dropped. We got that one candle below the 992 and then couldn't confirm. Okay. What else was, let's just check out DraftKings because we're in the swing on that. I believe it was even higher today, but well, let's take a look. Well, I think we got plenty of time. Let's take a look. Extended hours. How high did we get? We'll want that anyway for DraftKings. There you go. I knew it was in the 41s. 41, 43 is what we want to see it take out. I think they're just going to keep buying this thing up, especially into sports opening. This is like the hot stock. This is the hot name stock right now. So watch this. Swing's looking fine. Craziest thing was this one is when not. Hopefully it won't go too fast to that 53. Give us 3 weeks. Maybe do a point or two a day. That would get us there actually. Less than a point or two a day. Maybe a little basing over 40. Then take its next leg up. I'll run an hourly fib then so we can get some numbers in between here. I mean, the real, you know what the real next level is going to be for this thing. You could see it's going to be 50. It's going to 50. Maybe pull back a little bit, but it's going to 50 the way they're trading this. And I think this is like one of the most traded stocks on Robinhood. BA, out of half the position. We got the swing on. What we're looking at more on this because it's set up off of our weekly, right? We set it up off of a weekly target. Reversion to the mean, which is at roughly 200, 197. So what did we accomplish last week? We put the trade on the week before, which was this week. We've accomplished, well, that's not my standard deviations, even though that was still the mean. This is what we want. Sorry. Okay. Still, mean doesn't change. 21 EMA, roughly 200. So what did we accomplish? We got from the lowest ATR, and we closed up in between 2 ATR down and 1 ATR down. So I think our goal this week is to try to get a close above the 50 day. Not looking for much more than that. Could have a weaker basing than the next leg up. Going to be a news-driven stock, but we have till July, so we have plenty of time. That's why we did July, so it could slowly step up weekly. That's DraftKings. That's BA. I'm just looking down our list. DocU. I don't think many. Well, I know many of you because that's just when I was doing Twitter. But if you see DocU, I never thought it would be 145 or 143. It was over 145 this morning. I think it's going to go 150 before earnings. So there's DocU. Ones we want to watch today. Hey, Matt, another one we might put on a swing. This is American Tower. It's a light stock, and it's also a safety trade because of the dividend. If it breaks this 260.43, it's going to go to 270. I posted the notes in Discord, guys. So you know what we're doing. We're looking for a break, or we'll take it on a pullback. So we're just going to be watching that one today. CNTC we're looking at. Let's take a look at, because this was trading great last week. MU. We know our level, guys. And now it's got a weekly attached to it. So 200-day and the weekly is basically above that. We'll probably test the 100-day this week. Over here is a monthly with the 618. If it gets through this, then it'll go. That's going to be hard to get through. That's a triple top on the monthly. It's 49.63, guys. That's the level to watch. To the downside, break of the 47.75 will probably come down if semis are weak and test the 46.84, the 50 week EMA, and then the 50. So we'll watch the semis on that one. But don't forget, Micron sometimes does its own thing. And what I saw in Match, just so you guys can see, looks like it's getting primed for a move. Here's where we are. This could be one they run because Facebook, they pulled off of a little bit. Match is not under that investigation or whatever, under that thing that Trump was talking about. So this could be one they kind of go into. 91.77 would be a short term. And then this thing moves quick when it goes. I mean, you can see some of these candles. When it's not doing anything, it just chops. When it decides to go, boom, 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 it has some nice follow through. So 95, and then I think they try to get it to 100. Obviously, fibs. We got the 95 is the high all-time high. 97. Next real fib level is 103, but you guys know, like we say, the law of round numbers, close enough would be 100. So watching this also, if they decide to break this down. So when it breaks, it also breaks hard. So Match is another good one. And that is the start of what we're looking at today. And then we will do some Q&A. So hold on one second, guys.